Hi guys, I just want to talk about daily homework page number 110. So when you get this page, first thing you need to do is put your name on it. Today's date is April 2nd. And I didn't leave myself much space, but put your name in nice, neat cursive writing. Work on that. All right, our first question is 1060 minus 784. We've talked about it a couple of different ways to do this. This is actually a tricky question because these zeros in here can kind of give us some problems. I'm going to show you guys this using expanded form. So I'm just going to put this around the other way. So if I do the expanded form of 1060, that's 1000, 0, 60, and 0, right? We have 0 in the hundreds, 0 in the tens. 784, I'm going to line this 700 up with the 0 hundreds here, the 80 with the 60, and the 4 with this 0 in the ones place. We're subtracting. Okay. Now, it's a bit of a tricky question because look at all the complications we have. We have 0 minus 4 here, we have 60 minus 80 here, we have 0 minus 700 here. So we're going to have to do a little redistributing with our numbers to try and make them so it makes sense. All right, I'm going to start off over in the ones place and work my way over to the hundreds place. Although the one thing I'll look at first is I think this answer is going to be somewhere around 300 or so because I have 100 here and 700 here. So it's going to be probably 200 and something close to 300. All right, starting over here with the ones place, I have 0 minus 4. So I'm going to redistribute a little bit. I'm going to take 10 from here, that's going to leave 50. I'm going to move that 10 over to this spot right here. All right? So now we have 10 minus 4 is 6. Okay, so we've taken care of the ones place. Over here we have 50 minus 80. Well, that's going to be a bit tricky. We're going to have to borrow. Now over here we have a 0 in the hundreds place and 1,000 here in the thousands place. I'm going to take this 1,000 and we're not going to call it 1,000 right now. We're just going to call it 10 hundreds. It's still 1,000, but it's 10 hundreds. But I'm just going to match it up with my hundreds. And then I'm going to take 100 from it. So that's going to become 900. I'm going to move this 100 over here to make this 150. The thing to remember about this is I haven't actually changed the number. All I've done is kind of put the numbers in different places in the place values. So if I have 1,000 plus 60, that's 1,060. That's the number I started with, right? If I change that around to what I have up here now, I have 900 plus 150 plus 10. If I add those together, 900 plus 100 is 1,000 plus 50 is 1,050 plus another 10 is 1,060. I've still accounted for all of my 1,060. I just redistributed where the numbers were. And now it's way easier for me to actually figure out this answer because I've got my 10 minus 4 is 6 already. Now I have 150 minus 80. Well, I know 15 minus 8 is 7, so 150 minus 80 would be 70. And then 900 minus 700, that's 200. So remember, I said the answer would be around 300, something like that. Our answer is 276. So, makes sense. Back to the other side. And my answer was 276. All right, 20 times 10. So I know 20 times 1 is 20. 20 times 10 would be 200 then. All right, next question. We have 9086. What is the expanded form of that? So we were talking about expanded form actually with the subtraction question. We're just showing the value of each digit in the question here. So this 9 is 9,000. This 0 is worth 0. Now when we add 0 to something, it doesn't change anything. So we don't actually have to add the 0 in if we don't want to. 8 is 80. And the 6 is 6. So 9,080 and 6 makes 9,086. The fourth question says 1/2. Show this circle. So what we need to do is we need to split this circle into 2 equal parts. It doesn't really matter how we do it. I'm going to go crossways. And I wanted you to shade in one of those parts. So 1/2 would look something like this. Okay? 2 equal parts and one of them is shaded in. Last question asked about a marble tournament. I wanted to know how many total marbles were knocked out of a circle if these were the numbers for each of the rounds. So we have 13, 11, 9, 15, and 7. Now the thing to remember about adding is order doesn't matter. Unlike subtraction where we have to keep the order, we can switch around the order of adding. It's called commutative property, right? When you commute, you move, right? Commutative means that we can move the numbers around. So I'm gonna look at these and try and figure out how can I make it so there's numbers that make sense. So I have 11 plus 9, or makes sense isn't the right thing, just makes it a little bit easier. 11 plus 9, I know that's 20, so I'm just going to cross out 11 plus 9. I'm just going to put 20 down here. Okay? And 13 plus 7, well, 3 plus 7 is 10, so 13 plus 7, that would be another 20. So now I have 20 plus 20, and then I have 15 here, plus 15, which by the way is 10 and 5, so I'm just going to write it that way. So I have 20, 20, 10, 5, 20, 40, 50, 55. So my total number of marbles knocked out were 55. All right, guys, don't forget to do 10 to 20 minutes on the Lexio website today, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.